The wolf is one of the most successful predators on the planet. But the golden eagle does not care about the reputation of this enemy. The bird is so strong that it can attack a wolf and take away its prey immediately after hunting. The golden eagle attacks the predator from above. Of course, a wolf is not a timid beast at all. He will fight back fiercely. Besides, he also surpasses the bird in mass and physical strength. But this golden eagle is a real champion in hand-to-hand combat. He spreads his huge wings over the wolf, hovers in the air, and strikes a series of powerful blows. The claws of the bird do not allow the wolf to reach him with his teeth. The reaction of the golden eagle is lightning fast. He hits accurately, and the wolf barely saves his eyes from the sharp blades of the bird's legs. As a result, the eagle successfully pushes back the enemy and takes away his rightful trophy like some kind of air robber. But this wolf was unlucky. The eagle chose him as his prey. Of course, attacking a large predatory animal is very dangerous. But the eagle has an advantage. The laws of physics are on his side. When the bird crashes down on the wolf from the sky, the blow comes out so strong that the predator, weighing as much as an adult, did a somersault. The main weapon of these birds are their sharp, curved claws. Since birds don't need to walk much on their paws, the claws can grow much longer than those of mammals. Such huge crescent-shaped blades give the relatively thin and not very large fingers of a bird's paw a particularly sinister look. Don't you agree? The length of a large golden eagle's claw can be longer than the length of an adult male's fingers. The task of the claws is not only to inflict maximum damage, but also to keep the prey. This explains their specific shape, but can be viewed up close thanks to these rare frames. Although the fingers seem thin, they have tremendous strength. Therefore, the eagle can hold and even lift into the sky prey that exceeds its own strength. The coordination of the eagle's movements is amazing. The eagle can literally change the angle of the movement of the wings by several degrees in order to slow down, hover, or turn around in flight. And at the same time, to put forward their terrible claws to accurately hit their prey and grab it tighter than a pit bull with their jaws. And all this in a split second. The sharp curved beak of most representatives of this family of birds is quite short and wide. Therefore, they use this weapon not during the first attack, but after, during the struggle. Eagles do not always deal with the prey after a fall. Sometimes they have to fight for a long time, and then the beak plays the role of a warhammer. The bird holds the victim with its claws and with its beak strikes precise blows at vulnerable places. But this arsenal still needs to be used correctly. First of all, daytime predators have supervision for this. It's worth mentioning right away. Their eyes have two special abilities. This is the ability to see far, for tens of miles, tens of kilometers, as well as the ability to accurately notice small objects and objects. An eagle can see a rabbit, despite the disguise of an eared rodent, even from the height of an airplane flight. But these birds do not have night vision, so they never hunt at night. The coyote tried to steal the eagle's food, but the eagle reacts instantly. Such jokes won't work with him. The eagle strikes powerful blows right on the face of the impudent dog. Sharp claws pierce near the eyes. Although serious injuries were avoided, the pain from these blows will be a lesson that the animal will remember for a lifetime. Unlike the feathers of waterfowl, the feathers of eagles get wet easily and quickly, after which the bird can no longer use them for flight. Therefore, going down to the water is a huge risk for them. Do you think that stopped the white-tailed eagle from hunting a goose right on the water? Of course not. The eagle attacks the enemy and from the force of the blow, plunges into the water almost by half. But the endurance of a bird of prey can only be envied. Although she starts to go to the bottom, the dry part of the wings is enough to keep her above water. The eagle even continues to fight and drown the goose. And then, with difficulty, but quite successfully, he pulls the prey to the shore, where he proceeds to dinner in front of every other shocked goose. And this waterfowl was able to give the eagle a worthy rebuff. Every time the predator made a turn and rushed at the victim again, the goose dived under the water and dodged the blow. The eagle lost strength faster because he had to maneuver vigorously, whereas the goose only needed to maintain concentration and make a short dive in time. But the patience of a predator is also a kind of weapon for victory. He was able to catch the goose at the very last moment. And instead of trying to drown the obnoxious opponent, he snatched him out of the water. It seems that the eagles have some kind of competition who will take more risks on the hunt. After all, this bird of prey did not just decide to catch prey right out of the water. She's targeting a sea snake. Yes, eagles generally like to hunt these legless reptiles. But in the water, the snake is much more maneuverable than on land. It is easier for it to turn around for a counterattack. And most importantly, it is the sea snake that is the most venomous in the world. She hunts fish. These creatures have a circulatory system so different from land animals that most poisons do not even work on them. The solution of the sea snake is to generate a toxin so strong that one drop of it could kill all the birds within a radius of hundreds of miles. But the eagle does not care about these risks. He relies on speed and wins. The bird was not only able to snatch the snake out of the water so quickly that the blow stunned the reptile and left it no chance to counterattack. The eagle also managed to see the head of the reptile at a great distance and attack it in order to block the jaws of the enemy with its claws. Everything is for the sake of posterity, because it is the chicks that the feathered fighter carries his prey. Sometimes the eagle's love of risk leads to curious cases, like this episode that occurred in the spring of 2022 on Vancouver Island. This predator was not afraid even to invade the territory of people. True, he attacked an ordinary goose, but this does not reduce the courage of the bird. The lightning attack ended unexpectedly. The owner of the goose ran out into the street and drove away the predator. To fight with a young mother who has a child in her arms is beneath the dignity of this noble predator. Well, or he just got cold feet. In any case, the goose was saved, but only thanks to the courage of the woman. It may seem that the eagles rely primarily on the main blow, and if they fight on the ground, then not for long. But this predator does not take endurance. It's not a problem for him to withstand a really long fight. He leaned on a powerful iguana, but the reptile's skin was too strong to be able to finish the hunt with one blow. However, the eagle gave up and grabbed the victim. As a result, the lizard tried to go somewhere into the thicket right with an eagle on side of its back. Do you know how long this struggle lasted? 5 hours. Of course, it wasn't too resource insensitive for an eagle, but still spending so much time clinging to a lizard. However, maybe for a bird it was an interesting attraction that improves the appetite? What do you think is the reason for such a love of birds of prey for risk? Don't forget to reply in the comments. Although daytime predators prefer to attack from the air, if necessary, they can continue a long battle already on the surface of the earth. Moreover, even the superiority of the enemy in brute force will not stop them. The predator rushes at the larger bird and strikes, but this is not enough. Then a fight ensues, which is sometimes similar to fencing. The birds try to maneuver, dodge, and the fight drags on. But the escape routes are blocked. The predator simply will not allow you to take off or escape. Therefore, the outcome of the battle is clear. Sometimes an eagle has to fly to find its prey. He can fly for hours over steppes or valleys looking for a victim to attack. But if a bird of prey finds a large gathering of animals, it will resemble some kind of feast. See how an eagle flies over a huge flock of flamingos. The predator clearly chooses the most delicious prey, and then hits the flamingo from above, just as the victim is trying to climb onto the wing. A well-aimed blow, and the pink bird crashed into the water. Then the eagle descends even lower and finishes her off. The white-headed feathered fights brutally and leaves the enemy no chance.